Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to make this awesome good looking analog clock by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The steps are going to be really short and simple. At the end of this tutorial, I am sure that you will be making this clock by your own. At last, I suggest you to watch my previous JavaScript tutorials and make the projects by your own so that you can put the link of those projects in your CV. So without further delay, let's start the project. So I already opened the Visual Studio Code in the left hand side of my screen. As you can see, first of all I am going to make a new folder inside my desktop. So inside the new folder you can see I have an image. You can put any image that you want, that you find suitable for the project. So after that you are going to put this folder inside the Visual Studio Code. So we're gonna just drag this folder and put this inside the Visual Studio Code like this. So I'm going to provide the link of this image in my video description. You can download this image from that website also, but you can place any image inside that, it's up to you. So secondly, we are going to make the necessary files over here. The first file will be index.html. So the second file will be, we can also make the second CSS files and JavaScript files by using the code as well. So we just gonna write the code over here. So we are bringing the boilerplate code by pressing shift and 1 plus enter. So we just bring the boilerplate code like this. So I'm going to move the windows to my left hand side of the screen. So after that I'm going to maximize the screen. So first of all, let's link the HTML file and CSS file together. For that purpose we just need to bring the link tab over here like this, and the reference will be, let's say, index.css. So by pressing Ctrl and right click over here, the Visual Studio Code will automatically create a file, CSS file, inside our project like this. And secondly, we are going to link the JavaScript file by using script drag. So inside the script, the source will be let's say index.javascript like this. So by pressing Ctrl and right click on the link, you're gonna make a new file by your own like this one. So we made the two files, the necessary files, index.css and index.javascript. Now we're gonna write our code. We will start by writing the code of HTML. So first of all, we are going to make some divs over here, so we can use the divs later in our JavaScript code. So let's name this to analog clock. So in the body, first of all, we are going to make the div clock. We're gonna name the class as clock, and inside the clock div we're gonna make two more divs. The first div will be the clock face, class is equal to clock face. So inside the clock face div we're gonna make the hands of the clock. So the first hand will be the hour hand, so the class name will be hour hand. And we can just name the div as hour. So the second div will be the minute hand. You just need to follow the code. And the third div will be, I think you guessed it, it's the second hand. So you just gonna write sec over here. So that's it, guys. We are done with the HTML part. So now I think we can move forward with the index.css part. So we're gonna make the CSS over here, and after that we're gonna move to the index.javascript part. So before moving to the index.css part, you just need to open the port by clicking on this port tab over here. So you can find the port in your browser. So after that you can work with this port and get the results of your code on this port. So first of all, we're gonna target the index.html part over here, the whole HTML part. So let's begin. So the first part will be the HTML part. We're gonna style this HTML part and write the code over here. First of all, the background image, background will be the image that I put in my folder. So the background, so you can put any image that you want. So I was having an image in my project file, so I just paste the URL tab over here and put the image over here like this one. Secondly, the background size. So we already get the image over here, so we're gonna make that image as our background image. So we're gonna make the image as our background cover. So the background size will be the cover. If you do not write this cover code over here, so maybe the image just slides to the corner, or maybe it get or maximized. So the text inside the HTML tag would be aligned to the center. So we want the text of the HTML tag just stick to the center, not slide to the sides. So the font size will be text 10 pixels. So we are done with the HTML. So this setting will just tweak the HTML code over here. This part, from this section to this section, applies this code over here. Okay. So the second target will be our body. Where's our body? Yeah, this body. We are done with the HTML part, and we now move to the body part, and we're gonna style this body part. So let's bring the body class over here. First of all, we set the margin to 0, and second font size will be 2 rem. Thirdly, the display will be flex. We're gonna set the flex property to 1. Min height will be 100 h, and align items will be to the center. So we are done with the body part over here. So nextly, we're gonna target the clock div. We're gonna style the clock by using CSS. So since the clock is class, we're gonna bring the clock by using dot over here. Dot clock. Sorry, it's clock like this. So the width of the clock will be 10 rem. Oh, it's 30 rem. Okay. And the height will be 30 rem also. Border radius will be 20 pixels. That's gonna be fine, and the color will be white. Oh, it's not accepting color. Why? Border. Let's do not color this. It's fine like this. 20 pixels, and it should accept color. Why it's not accepting? For the time, let's set it 20 pixels. Oh, it's only border, not the border radius. Sorry, it's only border 20 pixels, and now I think it's gonna accept the color white. Yeah, it accept the color, and it should be a solid white. Okay, so we set the border as 20 pixel and solid white should be the color. So after that, we're gonna set the margin, which will be 50 pixels auto, and the border radius radius will be only 10 pixels, 10% I mean to say. And position will be relative because the clock should fit any screen, any small screen or big TV screen as well. The positions should be relative. Okay, and the padding should be 2 rem. You can tweak these settings by your own. These settings I made these settings with the clock and those are fine for me, but you can tweak these settings as per your wish. Box shadow, so let's make it 0, 0, 0 and 4 px, and the color will be RGBA 0, 0, 0, and the last will be 0.1, and we will insert 0, 0, 0 and 3 px, and the color will be hashtag EF and EF. So this will be the color, and insert, so it's not insert, it's insert. Okay, so now 0, 0, 0 10 pixels and black. Okay, and 0, 0 10 pixels and RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0 and last 0.2. so bear with me guys, because these CSS settings are just to be there. No need to explain, because these are colors and borders and margins, heights and widths. Those are, you can tweak these settings by your own, so I find them working. So this may be different for you, like you can put the colors, pink color, white color, green color as you wish. Okay, we are done with the clock, so let's save it. And yeah, you can see we are having the clock over here on the right hand side of my screen. We got the border of the clock, and we got the name text over here. Okay, everything is fine now. So we are going to make 3 more CSS classes styles: the minute hand, hour hand, second hand, and the clock face. So now we're gonna tweak the clock face. Dot clock face. So the position of the clock face will be relative, and width and height will be 100% each. Height. Okay, so the transform will be translative. Translate, I mean to say. Translate V minus 3 pixels. Account for height of the clock hands. So this transform will be the the maximum height for the clock hands. Okay, save it. Yeah, currently we are not seeing anything related to this clock face, but in the background this code is tweaking the clock face, not in the foreground. Okay, next we target the our hand. I think this here I got some space. Okay, our hand, why it's highlighting this? Oh, it's okay. Border will be, you can color the border, so I colored it to blue. 018 DED solid. Why I'm not getting the color? Hashtag 018 DED. It's not 3, it's 8. Okay, we got the color here. Okay, the width will be 50% and the height will be 10 pixels, and the background will be green. It's not background, it's just a background. why it is not highlighting the background only. Okay, will be RGB 666 and 173 and 119. 118 is also good. Okay, so the position will be absolute. Top is 50% because we are going to put the clock in the center. I mean put the hour hand in the center. Transform origin 100% and transform will be rotate. We are, I think, done with the hour hand. Control S F. So yeah, we got the hour hand over here. Now we are moving forward with the minute hand. Since the minute hand is a class, we're gonna use the dot over here. I think we're gonna just copy this code over here and tweak these settings. We do not need to write the whole code again because the hour and minute hand are quite same. Okay, so we're gonna change the color so we can differentiate between the hour hand and the second hand, sorry, the minute hand. Okay, this will be the new color and width will be same as 50% and the height will be 7. So the minute hand is a little bit thin, that's why we're gonna use the 7 pixel over here. The background color will be changed to this one. Okay, the position will be absolute, top will be 50 and the transform will be 100 and everything is same as our hand. Control F and we get the minute hand just after the hour hand. Okay, I think everything is fine. So we're gonna check this side over here. Yeah, the minute and the hour hand are same. Okay, so we are done with the minute hand and last the second hand. The second hand will be quite same as well, so we just gonna copy this code from here and paste it in the bottom. Here the background will be blue. And width will be 50%. Okay, it's okay. And the height is 6 because the second is the smallest hand inside the analog clock. Position is absolute fine. Top is 50%. Okay. Transform origin is 100% and rotate. Okay. We're gonna make 2 more transitions to the second hand. Okay, we got the second hand as well. These 3 are merging in the same position. So we are done with the CSS part over here. So nextly we are going to move forward with the JavaScript code so we can move this second hand and the minute hands and our hands according to our time. Yeah guys, now we are going to calculate the positions of the hands of the analog clock. So we know that the analog clock is circular in shape. For our video, let's suppose every analog clock is circular. So here we got 12, here we got 3, here we got 6, and here we got 9. So we know that every angle starts from this position, which is 3 for us in the clock. So we do not want to start each and every hand at 3 position. We are supposed to start from 12. So each and every hand just going to be start from this position. So for that purpose we are going to add plus 90 to each hand, because each hand is initially pointed towards 3, but we are not supposed to start the hands at 3. For that purpose we add plus 90 to each hand. So let's highlight plus 90 over here because we need to add plus 90 to each calculation. So now first of all, let's start with the second hand degree calculation. Let's make the color its purple. So we know that there are total 360 degrees inside the clock, and for 360 degrees there are going to be 60 seconds, and we need to find for 1 second how many degrees there are inside in 1 second. So x will be equal to 360 divided by 60. There are going to be 6 seconds. So the formula for calculating the seconds will be 6x plus what? Plus this constant term plus 90. So we're gonna use this formula inside our JavaScript code to find the position of the second hand. And for the position of the minute hand, it's going to be same. Minute hand degree. Because there are going to be 60 minutes inside the circle, these 60 minutes are going to be same as the 60 seconds. So the minute formula, let's call it second formula. Minute formula is going to be 6m plus 90. Plus 90 for what? This constant term. Plus 90 for what? This constant term. Okay. So we are left with only what? The hour hand. So let's change the color to black. Hour hand. So for hour hand, there are going to be two equations inside the hour hand. One for the hour itself. So there are going to be 12 hours inside the clock, and for 1 hour we need to calculate how much degrees inside the 1 hour. For 12 hours there are going to be 360 degrees, and for 1 hour there are going to be 360 divided by 12. It's going to be 30. So 30 hours are there, plus what? The 90 constant term over here. So for the hours hand, we need to put the minutes inside this equation, so that the hour and will going to show the degree for the minutes as well, because the minutes are also moving the hours hand. So the minutes will be, there are 60 minutes in 60 degree in 30 degree rotation for the hour. So for 1 minute, how much degrees there? X will be 30 divided by 60. It's 1 upon 2. So plus 1 upon 2 minute over here. Okay, this will be for our formula, our degree calculation. Let's write it, our degree calculation. The formula will be 30h plus 1 upon 2 m plus 90. So we're gonna use these three formulas inside our JavaScript code to calculate the positions of each hand. So let's move towards the Visual Studio Code and write the code. So yeah guys, we are just back to index.js. So first of all, just start with bringing the HTML tags here in JavaScript to work with them. Constant second hand is going to be document.query selected. So the second hand is a class, so we need to bring it here with the dot. I can show you the second hand is the class over here. So Control C and Control V over here with the the constant minutes hand. is going to be same, but the class name will be different. The class name will be minceend with a dot. Dot is going to be there, and the constant or hand is going to be the same. Let's copy and paste this code from here. Control C and Control V. Let's name it to the or hand. That's it. We are done with the bringing the constants. And second, we are going to make the function, the main function. The name of the function will be setDate. So now we are going to use the formulas that we discussed in the notepad, the mathematical formulas specifically. So constant now contain the current time inside. The date function is built-in function in JavaScript, which is going to give back the date and time. So the constant seconds will be now dot get seconds. So now is containing the current date and time. So get seconds is going to get the seconds inside the now constant. So now we are going to use the formula that we discussed in the notepad. So the constant second degree, let's name it second degree, is equal to seconds multiply by 60. What was the formula, guys? Did you recall it? It is second multiplied by 60 plus 90 over here. Okay, we are having some issues with the code. Yeah, it's okay now. So now we are going to use the CSS style to move our hand, specifically the second hand. Second dot style transform is equal to rotate, which is currently a CSS property. We are going to put the seconds over here, second degree. With a DEG. Okay, we are good now. So control save it. We are having an issue. Why the minute hand is not working? I mean to say the second hand. Spect console. Everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. The minute hand will work when we call the setDate function. Not now. Constant minutes is equal to, it's going to be now dot new dot date, sorry, now dot get minutes. Okay, constant dot minutes degrees with the same formula. Control C and Control V. Just we need to replace minutes over here with seconds, and this one is going to be same. Second hand, in place of second hand there will be minceend, and in place of second degree there will be mince degree. Okay, everything is good. And now we are having only the or, so constant or is equal to now dot get ors. So constant or degree, we are going to put the formula that we discussed in the notepad, which is this one. And the overhead transformation, we're gonna copy this and control V this one. This will be or and transformation, here will be or degree. Okay, and last we're gonna call the functions. Set interval, which is basically a built-in JavaScript function, which is going to be called in every 1000 milliseconds. Like for every 1 second this function is going to be called. Set date is our function. So yeah guys, we made the whole clock over here, as you can see in the right hand side of my screen. So everything is okay now. So I think we are having some issue with the second hand over here. So let's debug the code. Yeah, we got the second hands as well. I think we got some bugs inside this transformation function. So the correct transformation function is this one. So we are complete guys. So I hope everything is good and fine till now, and I would really recommend you to practice this by your own, because if you practice it by yourself, you're gonna understand things better. So goodbye guys.